Rio de Janeiro, AFP, Brazil promotes itself as a harmonious blend of races, but the reality as the country celebrates Black Awareness Day on Monday, November 19, is that the darker your skin, the less chance you have of getting ahead. The numbers are hard to ignore. According to the State Statistics Office, only about 5% of management jobs are held by non-whites, who account for 54% of the population, according to the latest census. Among the richest 10% of Brazilians, 70% are white. Among the poorest 10%, 74% are black. Blacks are also hard to find in prominent media jobs or in fashion. These inequalities are highlighted in a video called White Privilege Game published by the anti-racism group IDBR that has received 1.2 million views so far on Facebook and been aired on several television programs. Based on an original version created by BuzzFeed in the United States, the video shows a contest where participants have to take steps back or forward from the starting line depending on how they answer questions about their color or wealth, or if they have been the target of racist remarks about their hair. In highly graphic form, the process shows how people get a head start, or are held back. Inevitably it's blacks who end up at the back of the line. Affirmative action white privilege means getting a whole range of advantages over others without even realizing, said Giovanna Freitas, a historian at Rio Federal State University. A survey from the Institute Locomotiva, which studies poverty, found that black men with university degrees in Brazil earn about 29% or less than white men with the same qualification, while the figure was 27% for black women. If blacks earned the same salaries as whites, there'd be 808 million reais, $336 million, injected into the economy, said Locomotiva President Renato Meirelles. There have been positive changes over the last decade and a half as the effects of racial quotas at universities, introduced by the leftist government at the time, take effect. The proportion of non-whites entering higher education has risen from 8% to 27%. All these policies of affirmative action have started to produce results, said Esteban Cipriano, who manages education programs at IDBR. The problem is what happens after. These people with degrees then have a really hard time on the jobs market, Cipriano said. Changing tastes IDBR lobbies companies to open doors to non-whites. It has worked especially closely with the fashion brand Maria Philo, which last year prompted a scandal with a line of clothing that reproduced scenes from artworks depicting slavery. Thanks to dialogue, our views have changed. Now, everyone is more aware, said Maria Philo's marketing director Isabel Beeklin. Each month, she joins a dozen or so employees from different departments in the company to discuss racial issues with IDBR. During some of these meetings, we ourselves have suggested ditching campaigns that might be seen as offensive to non-whites, Beeklin said. Product Development Manager Katia Fernandez, one of the two blacks in the group, said she appreciated the chance to air sensitive issues.